Grass clippings are the most consistently mismanaged organic input in the home garden. They are either bagged and removed entirely, eliminating a free fertility source, or piled indiscriminately in a corner where they mat into an anaerobic layer that produces ammonia, attracts pests, and takes far longer to decompose than they would under managed conditions. The gardeners who get genuine productivity from grass clippings treat them as a biological process to be tracked rather than a material to be disposed of, and the data from tracking that process reveals a fertility contribution timeline that most gardeners have never accessed because they never measured what was actually happening at each stage. Subscribe to Hydrohaven and drop a comment telling us what your current grass clipping management looks like. We want to know where you are starting from. Your engagement helps this channel grow and reach more gardeners doing this right. Let us get into what the data showed. The foundation of this experiment was measurement rather than assumption, and the tool that made measurement possible at home garden scale was the Newtest soil test kit. The link is in the description. It tests 4 parameters: pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, with 40 professional accuracy individual tests that deliver the kind of data precision that was previously only accessible through commercial soil laboratory services. For tracking grass clipping decomposition specifically, all 4 parameters are relevant because each one changes in a documentable and informative sequence as decomposition progresses. The nitrogen reading tells you when the initial protein breakdown is releasing soluble nitrogen into the soil. The pH reading tells you which microbial community is currently dominant and what phase of decomposition the pile is in. The phosphorus and potassium readings tell you when bacterial and fungal cell turnover is delivering these nutrients into plant-available forms. 4 parameters together give you the complete picture that any single measurement leaves incomplete. Fresh grass clippings at 80% moisture by weight begin losing volume within the first 24 hours as cellular water releases and the pile settles. The dry matter remaining, primarily cellulose, hemicellulose, and the nitrogen-rich proteins that give grass its low carbon-to-nitrogen ratio of 15 to 20 to 1, provides the substrate for the mesophilic bacterial community that colonizes the pile first. Mesophilic bacteria operating between 10 and 40 degrees Celsius consume the most accessible simple sugars and soluble amino acids rapidly, producing heat as a metabolic byproduct and organic acids as metabolic waste products. Our Newtest pH reading at day 3 showed a drop to approximately 5.9 from the initial near-neutral baseline, the organic acid signature of active mesophilic metabolism. Nitrogen readings at this stage showed a modest increase in the surrounding soil as bacterial processing released the first fraction of grass tissue nitrogen into soluble form. The transition to thermophilic decomposition, temperatures above 45 degrees Celsius, occurs within 5 to 7 days under managed conditions when the mesophilic community's metabolic heat is built sufficiently to favor the heat-tolerant thermophilic bacteria that drive the next phase. This is where most of the volume reduction happens. Cellulose decomposition by thermophilic bacteria releases carbon as carbon dioxide and water through cellular respiration. The pile loses carbon mass literally to the atmosphere, and the dramatic volume shrinkage visible during this phase reflects that carbon loss directly. Our phosphorus readings during the thermophilic phase showed the first significant increase, bacterial cell turnover releasing phosphorus from microbial biomass into plant-available forms in the soil beneath the pile. Cooling after peak thermophilic activity signals the fungal colonization phase that represents the most chemically complex transformation in the entire decomposition sequence. White mycelial threads visible throughout a cooling pile are the physical evidence of fungal networks processing the lignin compounds that bacteria cannot efficiently break down. Lignin, the aromatic polymer giving plant cell walls structural rigidity, is the last major organic carbon fraction separating structurally simplified but not yet humified material from true humus precursors. Fungal processing converts lignin into the aromatic building blocks from which humic acids and fulvic acids subsequently form. Our Newtest potassium readings during the fungal phase showed the sharpest single-phase increase of the entire experiment. Fungal cell turnover is potassium-rich and the fertility contribution of fungal decomposition to the surrounding soil is concentrated in this mineral. Humus formation, the synthesis of stable humic acids, fulvic acids, and humins from microbially processed organic building blocks, begins during the fungal phase and continues through the maturation period that follows cooling. The dark color, earthy smell, crumbly texture, and extraordinary water-holding capacity of finished humus are properties of these newly synthesized organic compounds, not of decomposed organic matter in a simpler sense. Humic acids carry strong negative charges that retain positively charged nutrient cations, calcium, magnesium, potassium, ammonium, preventing their leaching while keeping them available for root uptake. They form the stable soil aggregates that give humus-rich soil its characteristic structure. They persist in soil for decades, resisting further microbial decomposition. Our final Newtest readings at confirmed humus formation, pH between 6.5 and 7, stable organic nitrogen, elevated phosphorus and potassium relative to our experiment baseline, took 12 weeks to reach under active management with regular turning and moisture monitoring. The passive pile with no management intervention reached equivalent readings at 23 weeks. Every week of that difference is attributable to conditions that measurement identified and management corrected. The gardener who measures knows when to turn, when to add carbon to correct a nitrogen-heavy ratio, when to water a drying pile, and when finished humus is genuinely ready for incorporation rather than prematurely dug in. The Newtest kit provides all 4 measurements that answer all 4 questions across 40 tests that cover an entire season of active composting management. Subscribe to Hydrohaven, check the description for the product link, and we will see you in the next one.